My wife's scandalous texts were exposed during family dinner when her phone connected to the TV and started displaying his messages with John from yoga. Everyone saw. She panicked. "It's not," I said. "Keep reading." When the next message appeared on the 65-inch screen, 36 male. Never thought technology would be the thing that ended my marriage, but here we are. Sunday dinner. My parents were visiting from out of state, staying with us for the week. My wife Jenna, 34, had been excited about it all month. Wanted to show off this new recipe she'd learned, make the perfect dinner, the whole thing. We'd invited my younger brother and his girlfriend too. Nice family evening. Everything was normal. Good even. Dinner went great. Jenna was happy with how the food turned out. We moved to the living room for coffee and dessert. My dad's telling some long story about his neighbor's boat. Standard dad stuff. Jenna's phone is on the coffee table. She's in the kitchen getting more cream. The TV screen lights up, this massive thing we got last Black Friday. Her phone had connected to it. We do that sometimes to show vacation photos or whatever. Her messaging app pops up. Full screen. Contact name, John Yoga. Message preview. Still thinking about Thursday. You're incredible. When can we do that again? My brother sees it first, goes completely still. His girlfriend makes this little gasping sound. My mom's coffee cup stops halfway to her mouth. I'm just staring, brain not processing. Another message appears. Does your husband really not know? Babe, we've been doing this for months, lay out. The room is dead silent, except for my dad's voice trailing off. He's seen it too now. Jenna walks back in with the cream pitcher, sees everyone's faces, follows our stares to the TV screen. Third message pops up. God, Thursday was so good. You're way more fun than my wife. The color drains from Jenna's face, like watching someone's soul leave their body in real time. That's not, she starts. Keep reading, I hear myself say. Voice sounds weird, distant. She lunges for her phone, grabs it, disconnects. But everyone saw it. My parents, my brother, his girlfriend. All of us just watched my wife's affair play out in 4K on a 65-inch screen. Nobody's saying anything. My mom looks like she might cry or throw up, but I can't tell which. Everyone needs to leave, I say. Sorry, dinner's over. My brother moves fast, gets his girlfriend up, grabs their coats. My dad's already helping my mom to the door. She keeps looking back at Jenna, then at me. Can't read her expression. Jenna's frozen with her phone, mouth opening and closing like a fish. Mom, I can explain, she tries. My mom just shakes her head and leaves. Door closes. It's just us. It's not what you think, Jenna says. I actually laugh. Can't help it. Your boyfriend just texted you on a 65-inch screen in front of my mother. Which part am I misunderstanding? He's not my boyfriend. He called you babe, mentioned Thursday. Said you're more fun than his wife. Want to try again? She switches tactics. Gets angry. You know what? Fine. Yes, I've been seeing him, and you want to know why? Because you're boring. We're boring. Nothing ever happens anymore. So you decided to make something happen with John from yoga. Don't call him that. That's literally his name in your phone. Her face crumples, starts crying. It didn't mean anything. I don't know. He paid attention to me. Made me feel exciting again. I walk to the bedroom, start packing the bag. What are you doing? She follows me. Leaving? You can't just leave. We need to talk about this. We just did on the TV in front of 4 people. Please, we can fix this. Couples therapy. I'll stop seeing him, whatever you want. I stop packing. Look at her. My mom watched another man call you babe. My dad saw him talk about Thursday. There's no fixing that. It was one mistake. How long? What? How? No. She won't look at me. A few months. I go to the closet, grab her iPad. Still logged into her messages. Scroll through the conversation with John, yoga. Goes back way further than a few months. You're a liar, I say. Shows her the iPad. This goes back almost a year. Her eyes go wide. You're going through my stuff? Your stuff just played on my TV. I think we're past privacy. Fine, whatever. It's been a while. But it doesn't matter. I love you. I want US. You should have thought about that before you did him in our house. Her face goes white. How did you? It's in the messages. You two talked about it, about using the bed. She tries to grab my arm. Please, I made a horrible mistake, but we can work through this. 6 years, we've been married 6 years. I shake her off. Finish packing. 6 years you were lying to my face. Where are you going? My brother's. You're just gonna abandon me? Leave me here alone? You've got John from yoga? I'm sure he'll keep you company. I load my car. She's crying on the porch. Keeps saying, please, we can fix this. Don't do this. I drive away. My brother's got the guest room ready when I get there. Doesn't ask questions. Just hands me a beer and says, couch or talk? Couch, I say. We play video games until I'm too tired to think. Best friend I've ever had. Update 1. Been staying at my brother's place for over a week now. Jenna's been losing her mind. First couple days, my phone wouldn't stop. Calls, texts, voicemails. Everything from sobbing apologies to screaming about me abandoning her to weird guilt trips about our wedding vows. Hundreds of messages. I didn't answer any of them. Sent one text, talked to my lawyer. Got a lawyer through my brother's girlfriend's dad. Guy's been doing this for 30 years. First thing he tells me. Every text, every call, every interaction, document all of it. Started going through our finances. We kept separate checking accounts mostly, which is good. But we bought the house together 3 years ago. Both names on the mortgage. That's gonna suck. Also have a joint savings with about 38 calories we've been putting away for a kitchen remodel. My lawyer told me to not touch that account. Let the court divide it, he said. Had to go back to the house to get more clothes and some documents. Waited until Jenna was at work. Place felt wrong, like a museum of someone else's life. Her coffee mug in the sink. Yoga mat by the door. Pictures of us on the walls looking like a sick joke now. Found her iPad on the kitchen counter. Still unlocked. Look, I know it's maybe not great, but I checked the messages. The John yoga conversation didn't start a few months ago. Didn't even start a year ago. First message was from over a year and a half back. She'd been lying even when I confronted her. Read through enough to feel sick. Plans they made, places they went, things they did in our house while I was at work. In our bed. Screenshot everything. Sent it to myself. My lawyer's gonna want to see this. Got a call that afternoon from Jenna's mom. This woman who I spent every holiday with for 6 years. Who called me her son. You need to come home and fix this, she says. No hello, no how are you? Fix what? Your marriage. My daughter is devastated. She made a mistake and you just left her. She cheated on me for over a year. It wasn't that long. She told me a few months. She lied to you too. Marriages are work. You don't just give up when things get hard. She had an affair. That's not things getting hard. That's her making a choice every single day. She said she'd go to therapy. She said she'd do anything. You're not even willing to try. No, I'm not. So 6 years means nothing to you? You're just gonna throw away your family? She threw it away. I watched it happen on a TV screen with you sitting in the room. She splutters. That was humiliating for all of us. You think I want people knowing my daughter's business? Maybe talk to her about that. You're being cruel, vindictive. This is why she needed someone else. You're cold. I hung up, blocked her number. 2 days later, Jenna's best friend showed up at my brother's place. Don't know how she got the address. My brother answered the door. I hear this voice. I need to talk to him. Come out to the porch. What do you want? You need to talk to your wife. She's not my wife anymore. Legally she is. And she's falling apart. She can't eat. She can't sleep. She cried so hard yesterday she threw up. Okay. Her face goes red. Okay, that's all you have to say? What do you want me to say? That you'll talk to her, work things out. People make mistakes. For over a year, that's a lot of mistakes. She told me it was just a few months. She lied. Want to see the messages? I've got screenshots going back over a year and a half. That stops her. Oh, yeah, but still, you made vows, for better or worse. You're supposed to fight for your marriage. She stopped fighting for it when she hooked up with John. God, you're so dramatic. It's not like she killed anyone. She made a mistake. A human mistake. My mom watched her affair play out on a TV in our living room. There's no coming back from that. So you're just done? That's it? What about forgiveness? Ask her to forgive herself. I've got nothing to do with it. She called me some names, told me I was throwing away the best thing that ever happened to me. Said I regret this. I went back inside. Next day, Jenna's lawyer called me. Some guy who apparently thinks he can intimidate me into a favorable settlement. My client is willing to be reasonable about asset division if we can keep this quiet, he tells my lawyer. My lawyer asks what he means by quiet. Well, no need to air everything in court. My client made an error in judgment. She takes responsibility, but she'd like to maintain her dignity. My lawyer almost laughs. Her error in judgment got broadcast on a TV in front of witnesses. Dignity ship has sailed. The court doesn't care about infidelity anyway. We're a no-fault state. She's entitled to half of everything regardless. This is the part that kills me. My lawyer already warned me. No-fault state means her cheating doesn't matter legally. We split assets 50-50. And because she makes less than me, she's at 68 dollars. And I make 95 dollars. There's going to be alimony. Probably 12 to 18 months worth. Maybe $1,500 a month. So she gets rewarded for cheating, I said to my lawyer. No, she gets what the law says she's entitled to. I'm sorry. It's not fair, but it's how it works. That night, I couldn't sleep. Just kept thinking about it. She lies to me for over a year. Humiliates me in front of my family. And she gets half the house equity, half the savings, and I pay her for the privilege of divorcing her. My brother found me at the kitchen table at like 3 a.m. Can't sleep. She's getting half of everything. Yeah, it's not right. No, it's not. So why am I doing this? He sits down. Because staying would be worse. Because every time you looked at her, you'd think about it. About him. About the TV. About Mom's face. He's right. I know he's right. The money doesn't matter, he says. Your sanity does. Filed the divorce papers the next morning. Update 2. Things got bad. Then they got worse. Then they got weird. Divorce papers were filed about 2 weeks back. My lawyer's pushing everything through fast since we don't have kids, and it's relatively straightforward. Well, as straightforward as splitting a life in half can be. Jenna's lawyer is trying to drag it out, probably hoping I'll crack and agree to give her more just to end it. Not happening. First issue. She's refusing to move out of the house. My lawyer says, since we're both on the deed, neither of us can force the other out without a court order. That takes time. Fine, she can stay there. I don't want to be in that house anyway. But then she stopped paying her half of the mortgage. Just stopped. I get a notice from the bank that we missed last month's payment. Called my lawyer. He says I either pay the whole thing or hits both our credit scores. The mortgage is $2,400 total. Her half is $1,200. She makes good money, $68 a year. She can afford it. She's just choosing not to. I paid it. Can't let it wreck my credit. My lawyer sent a strongly worded letter to her lawyer. They responded that Jenna is experiencing financial hardship due to the emotional trauma of the divorce and cannot afford her share at this time. Bull. Total bull. Second problem, that joint savings account with 38 dollars, the one my lawyer froze, she's been trying to withdraw from it. Multiple attempts, 1,000 here, 5,000 there. Bank keeps declining it because of the freeze. Her lawyer sends a letter demanding emergency access to marital funds for essential living expenses. Lists out her supposed costs. Rent for a new apartment. She's living in our house rent-free, utilities, groceries, therapy sessions, and my personal favorite, wellness expenses for emotional recovery. Wellness expenses. My lawyer's response was beautiful. Basically said, your client is living in the marital home without paying the mortgage she's legally obligated to pay. Her housing costs are zero. Request denied. Her lawyer called mine directly after that. Apparently, Jenna had a complete breakdown over being financially controlled and abused. The woman who's refusing to pay the mortgage is claiming I'm financially abusing her. Third escalation. She started calling my office. I work in operations management for a mid-sized logistics company. Pretty normal job. Good people. No drama. Until Jenna called the main line. Receptionist transferred her to my desk. She launches into this crying speech about how I abandoned her, how she's suicidal, how could I be so heartless. She made one mistake, please, please, please. I hung up. She called back. Same thing. Hung up again. She called 8 more times. Finally had to go to HR. Showed them the divorce filing, explained the situation, left out some details. Said my ex was harassing me at work. HR was actually great about it. Flagged her number, told reception to block her. But it was embarrassing explaining to my boss why my personal life was invading the office. Then came the really dirty move. My brother's girlfriend works at a pretty nice salon. Has her own clientele, does well. Last week, Jenna booked an appointment under a fake name. Showed up. Sat down in the chair, started talking about her horrible divorce and her heartless husband who abandoned her over one tiny mistake. My brother's girlfriend is a professional, did the haircut, didn't engage beyond polite responses, took the payment. But she told us that night. Jenna knew exactly who she was booking with. Had to. It was deliberate. My lawyer sent another letter. Harassment, cease and desist from contacting me or my family. Her lawyer responded that Jenna has the right to patronize any business she chooses, and my brother's girlfriend isn't legally family yet. Technically true. Completely beside the point. My brother wanted to go to the house and confront her. I told him no, let the lawyers handle it, but I was done playing defense. Remember John, Yoga? I started digging. His full name was in those iPad messages. Found him on social media pretty easy. John, something 41, married, 2 kids, lots of family photos, happy wife, cute kids, normal suburban life. Guess where all that yoga was happening? Nowhere. Turns out they met when he was doing physical therapy on Jenna's ankle injury last year. He was her therapist. That's where it started. So she even lied about the yoga thing. I sat on this information for a while. Wasn't sure what to do with it. My brother said tell his wife. My lawyer said don't. Might look bad in court. But here's the thing. Court's already decided I'm getting screwed. Her cheating doesn't matter legally. I'm losing half the house and paying her alimony either way. So what's the risk? Made a burner email. Sent his wife a short message. I don't know if you're aware, but your husband has been having an affair with Jenna's maid for over a year. I'm her husband. Found out recently. Thought you deserved to know. I have proof if you need it. Attached 3 screenshots. Nothing graphic, just enough to prove it was real. Sent it. Logged out. Deleted the email account. 2 days later, my phone rings. Unknown number. Against my better judgment, I answered. You told his wife, Jenna, screaming. Who is this? You ruined his life. She's divorcing him. He might lose his kids. Sounds like consequences. He's going to sue you for harassment, for stalking, for telling his wife the truth. Good luck with that. Why would you do this? It's between us. No, it's between 4 people. I just made sure the 4th person knew. You're evil, vindictive. I made one mistake and you've destroyed everything. You made hundreds of mistakes. Every time you lied, every time you met him, every time you came home and acted normal. She made this sound like a wounded animal, then hung up. Blocked that number. My lawyer called an hour later. Her lawyer sent an emergency letter claiming I'm harassing third parties and interfering with my client's relationships. What'd you do? My lawyer asked. I told him. He was quiet for a second. Did you threaten anyone? Make anything up? Nope, just send his wife proof of his affair. That's not illegal. Truth is a defense. You're allowed to inform someone their spouse is cheating. That's what I thought. But she's gonna be pissed. She already is. Her lawyer tried to file a motion to hold me in contempt for violating the spirit of the cease and desist letter. My lawyer's response basically said, what cease and desist? Your letter said he can't contact your client. He didn't. He contacted a different person entirely with factual information. No violation. Judge agreed. Motion denied. But the real fallout from telling John's wife, that was just getting started. Final update. Divorce finalized yesterday. Took about 6 weeks total from filing to final decree. Here's how it all shook out. The house, we're selling it. Couldn't agree on who'd buy who out, and honestly I don't want it. Every room has memories I don't want anymore. Listing goes up next week. We've got about 80 collars in equity after the mortgage is paid off. Split 50-50, so roughly $40 each. Joint savings. The 38 collar got split down the middle, $19 each. She tried to argue she deserved more for therapy costs and emotional distress. Judge wasn't interested. Alimony, here's the kick in the teeth. I owe her $1,400 a month for 18 months. That's $25,200 total. My lawyer explained its standard calculation based on our income difference and length of marriage. But she's the one who cheated, I said for probably the 100th time. Doesn't matter in this state, I'm sorry. So let's do the math. She cheated on me for over a year, got caught on a TV screen in front of my family, put me through 6 weeks of hell, and she's getting $19 cash, $40 from the house sale, and $25,000 in alimony payments. That's $84,000 for destroying our marriage. The system isn't fair, but it's the system. The courthouse drama. Final court date was yesterday. She showed up with her mom and her lawyer. I came with my brother and my lawyer. We're in the hallway waiting. Her mom's glaring daggers at me. Jenna won't even look in my direction. Her lawyer approaches mine. My client would like a moment to speak with her husband, privately. No, my lawyer said flatly. She just wants to apologize, to make peace before we finalize. Still no. Her lawyer walks back, whispers something to Jenna. She stands up and starts walking toward me anyway. My lawyer physically steps between us. Do not approach my client. I just want to say sorry, Jenna says loudly. Please, I just need closure. You need closure? I say from behind my lawyer. You got an affair for a year. I got to find out about it on a TV screen. Closure ship has sailed. Her mom stands up. How dare you speak to her that way? She's trying to make this right. Making it right isn't harassing my family and calling my work. She was desperate. You left her with nothing. Security comes out. Keep it down or you're all leaving. We shut up, got called in shortly after. Judge ran through everything. Asset division, alimony, asked if we both understood and accepted the terms. We both said yes. Any statements? The judge asked. Her lawyer stood. Your Honor, my client deeply regrets the breakdown of this marriage and hopes both parties can move forward with dignity. Judge looked at my lawyer. Counsel? Nothing, Your Honor. Divorce granted. That was it. 6 years over in 15 minutes. What I didn't expect. Remember John's wife I sent that email to? Turns out she's a family law attorney. The universe has a sense of humor. She filed for divorce immediately. And unlike my state, theirs does consider adultery an asset division. She took him apart. Got the house, primary custody, significant child support, and alimony. She actually emailed me to say thank you. Said she'd suspected something but had no proof. My screenshots gave her everything she needed. She also mentioned John got fired. He's a physical therapist and apparently having an affair with a former patient. Jenna had been his patient, is a major ethics violation. His wife reported him to both his employer and the state licensing board. Last she heard, he's facing license suspension and can't find work in his field anymore. Jenna found out about all this through mutual friends. Called me again from another unknown number. Are you happy? He lost everything, his job, his family, his career because of you. Because he had an affair with a married patient. We made a mistake. People make mistakes, but you had to be cruel about it. I informed his wife of facts. What she did with those facts was her choice. You ruined 2 families. No, you and John ruined 2 families when you started hooking up. I just made sure both families knew the truth. She hung up. I blocked that number too. Where things stand, still at my brother's place. Looking at apartments, something small, just for me. Fresh start. The house closes in a few weeks. I'll get my check, move into my own place, start over. The alimony payments start next month. Set up automatic transfers so I never have to think about it. $1,400 on the 1st of every month for 18 months. Then she's out of my financial life forever. My lawyer sent a final letter making it crystal clear. No contact. The divorce is done. We have no kids, no shared property after the house sells. There is 0 reason to ever speak again. Work's been good. Boss pulled me aside last week, said he respected how I handled a difficult situation and it showed maturity. Got my annual raise actually. Small one, but still. Nice timing. My parents called over the weekend. Mom apologized for not reaching out sooner. Said she didn't know what to say after everything. You did the right thing, my dad said. Took guts. I'm proud of you. Had to step outside after that call. My brother's been incredible through all this. Never once made me feel like a burden. His girlfriend's been great too. They're getting married next spring. Asked me to be best man. Obviously said yes. Dating? Not even thinking about it. Need to figure out who I am as a single guy again first. The real cost. Here's what nobody tells you about divorce. Yeah, there's the money and the house and the legal fees. But it's also every song that comes on that reminds you of her. It's avoiding restaurants you used to go to together. It's married friends not knowing how to act around you. It's your mom having to watch her daughter-in-law's affair play out on a TV screen. It's explaining to HR why your ex is calling your office. It's writing a check for $1,400 every month to someone who betrayed you because the law says income matters more than loyalty. The revenge part, telling John's wife, watching that implode. Felt good for maybe 2 days. Then it just felt empty. They both got consequences, sure. But I still lost 6 years and half my savings, and my parents still had to see what they saw. But here's the thing, I'm not angry anymore. Not most days anyway. Some days I see a yoga studio and want to put my fist through something. But mostly I'm just tired. And relieved. The divorce is done, the house is selling, the alimony's set up on auto-pay. There's nothing left to fight over. She has to live with what she did. Has to wake up every day knowing she threw away a 6-year marriage for a guy who was also married. Has to know that her affair got broadcast in front of her mother-in-law. Has to know that everyone, both families, mutual friends, everyone knows exactly what she did. That's not revenge. That's just reality. I don't know what she tells people about why we got divorced. Don't care. Let her spin whatever story helps her sleep. The people who matter know the truth. Final thoughts. To everyone saying I should have fought harder against alimony, fought for the house, fought to make her pay more. I hear you. But fighting costs money. Fighting costs time. Fighting costs your sanity. I wanted out more than I wanted revenge. The system's not fair. She cheated for over a year and got 84 calories anyway. That's infuriating. But dragging this out another 6 months of legal battles to maybe reduce her take by a few thousand? Not worth my mental health. I got what actually mattered. I got out. I got proof. I got her out of my life permanently. She'll cash her checks and pay her rent, and maybe someday realize what she lost. Or maybe she won't. Either way, not my problem anymore. I'm 36, got a good job, good family, a brother who took me in without question, parents who support me, a fresh start coming. She's got $84,000 and no one to blame but herself for needing it. Court's over, marriage is done. Moving forward. That's it. Thanks for letting me vent this whole mess. Time to actually close this chapter.